Hello ladies and gentlemen, Reginald Scott here at your service, and welcome to my 100th video. Yes, 100 videos. Inspiring, isn't it? Basically, thank you for watching so far, thank you for being here to support me, and guess what? I've noticed a trend. Every time I make a video and post it on YouTube, I get roughly 1 subscriber. So I have 100 videos, and a bit over 100 subscribers. So all I have to do to become one of the top YouTubers is make several million videos. Yes. Keep it under your hat though. Bit of insider information there on how to be a success if you're interested in YouTube. Just make more videos. There you go. So, what's this video all about today? Well, there's going to be a teeny tiny bit of news, and then we're going to do a top 10 video. And it's going to be about the best things about being a cyclist and cycling in general. So thank you to those of you who gave me ideas for this video during my ultimate commuter bike video. I asked everybody to pop in the comments below if they had any ideas for this upcoming video, and a staggering one of you did actually give me a suggestion. So thank you very much, Evo Lucas, for your suggestion. It will be mentioned later on. Right. The bit of news I have is Reginald Scott is going to court in September to face up to the evil individual. Maybe evil is slander in some way, I don't know. Misguided individual who decided to run me down in their 4x4 last year. I'm just going to read you the charges that are going to be levelled against this individual, or possibly his wife, because I believe the driver is lying and saying that his wife was driving at the time. I distinctly remember seeing a man in my rear camera, but yeah, he's saying it was his wife, but there you go. His wife, as far as I'm concerned, is culpable as he is if she's willing to go along and lie in court about it. Anyway, the driver of that vehicle failed to stop after an accident. They failed to report the accident, they failed to drive with due care and attention, and they failed to release the identity of the driver in question. The driver, I'll give you their name later on. That'll be the door. You know who that is, don't you? Okay, sorry about the disturbance, ladies and gentlemen. I had to go answer the door because my girlfriend came back from the gym. But nobody cares about that. What they do care about is this, which I found in my porch when I went to answer the door. And I'm very excited about this. This is my birthday present. So, well, one of my birthday presents anyway. It's a little bit late because it took me a long time to choose it. And my girlfriend was nagging me about it because this is a present from her. So, we're going to open it up and see what's inside. Right, quite excited about this. Postpone the video. Do you like my knife, by the way? It's quite nice, isn't it? It's called a Milan. Got a bit of Italian chic about it, which is interesting actually, because the thing inside here, I hope, is also Italian. I'm obviously trying not to cut my birthday gift. Right, put that away. It is a jersey, a brand new one in fact. Look at that. Isn't that nice? It's an Italian sprinters jersey from the Giro. How cool is that? I might try that on later. It's got a really nice zip on it as well. You didn't think this was going to be an unpackaging video, did you? Let's have a look. First impressions. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I like that. Zip comes all the way down to there. That's handy. And look how thin the material is. It's going to keep me nice and cool. So, yeah. One of my birthday presents. What's happened to the focus here? There we go. Very nice. Thank you, girlfriend. She's in the shower right now, so if you hear water falling, you'll know why. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. So, without further ado, because there has been an awful lot of ado so far, let's get on with the top 10 best things about cycling. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with my list. No more disturbances now, I hope. So let's do the top 10 of why cycling and being a cyclist is absolutely brilliant. So, coming in at number 1, I've got traffic problems. Now, traffic problems as a cyclist become a thing of the past. What cyclist ever really worries about traffic? I know that I don't, not when I'm on my bicycle. The other day I was in the car and they were digging up some of the roads in the city where I live, and it was impossible for me to get anywhere. I couldn't get to the destination I wanted to. I had to drive miles out of my way to come back on myself to get to where I wanted to go. They were digging up the roads, there was congestion, people were honking at each other, and everywhere I went was one direction only, or left turn only, or one way, and I was completely stuck and pulling my hair out. And all the time I was thinking, God, I wish I was on my bicycle right now, because I could just hop up onto the pavement, go around that bit of roadworks, and I'd be at the destination I wanted to get to. So cycling, traffic problems are no longer a problem. Coming in at number 2, I've got freedom. Yeah, cycling is wonderful for freedom. It enables people who don't have a car or don't have another form of transportation, or simply don't want to use that form of transportation, to get out of the house and get out into the countryside, or get to work, or go see friends much faster, much more efficiently than perhaps public transport offers or walking offers. And also, not only does it free your body, but it also frees your mind. I find that when I'm out in the countryside on my bicycle, I get time to think. And that's a freeing and wonderful experience, being on your own sometimes on the bike, just the whir of the chain in the background on the cogs, and time to relax and, feel free and out in the fresh air. So for me, cycling means freedom, and that's why I put it in at number 2. Coming in at number 3, which is a really important factor with cycling, is brass, which was suggested by Mr. Ivo Lucas. Thank you very much. What does he mean by that? Well, brass is an expression meaning money. And, well, let's face it, who doesn't like money? Communists? I don't know. But anyway, so money is great, and a great way of saving money and not spending it all is by getting a bicycle, because let's face it, it's a lot cheaper than taking the bus, it's a lot cheaper than having a car, and it's a lot more efficient than walking. So why not get a bicycle? Once you've initially paid out that money for a bike, and you don't have to spend that much, maybe get a second-hand bike, less than £100, and that's it. What else do you need? Stick a t-shirt on, put your normal shoes on, and off you go. So, number 4, there's a lot less worrying to do when you're riding a bicycle than, say, driving a car. When I drive a car, I worry about traffic, I worry about speed cameras, or other types of penalty cameras, like driving up the wrong street camera, or driving on a tram track camera, or all the sorts of cameras and fines and penalties that you can get if you're not local to an area and you make a mistake or you get lost. Sometimes it can cost you a lot of money. I know people who've been fined money for parking in the wrong place, or driving into a car park, changing their mind and driving out again, and some number plate camera has taken their number plate and charged them. I was in Ireland a few weeks ago, and I got charged on a local road there because I didn't know it was a toll road and there was no barriers. They simply just took my number plate and sent me a bill. So this sort of thing happens quite a lot to drivers, and it can be very frustrating and very expensive. But as a cyclist, that never happens. When was the last time you got fined as a cyclist? So number 5, really important one, parking. I don't have an issue with parking as a cyclist. I can cycle right up to the front door of where I'm going, normally a lamppost or a railing or something to chain my bike to, and I can nip in, nip out pretty quick, get back on my mode of transportation and be off again. Whereas when I'm in a car, I'm thinking about how long it's going to take me to find a space, where I'm going to park, how much it's going to cost me, whether the area I'm parking is particularly safe and I'm going to get my window smashed, all this sort of thing. And a broken window on a car can cost as much as a brand new bicycle. So really, parking is a big deal for drivers, but it's not a big deal for cyclists. You can pretty much find somewhere to park your bike virtually every time, pretty quickly on arriving. At number 6, we've got cycling is environmentally friendly. That's right, we're green, we're good for the environment. We don't burn any fossil fuels. Once the bike's manufactured, we don't really need to put oil or screen wash or anything like that in it. It's great for inner cities. If loads of people cycle in the city, that means there's going to be less pollution, that means everyone's going to be healthier. Yeah, cycling is great for the environment, so why not cycle? Because let's face it, it's one of the only ways to get from A to B quickly without damaging the environment particularly. At number 7, I've got cycling keeps you fit. Uh, Before I was a cyclist, I was a swimmer. I've never really had any problem with weight. I know people who started cycling and have lost a lot of weight. Cycling is really, really great fitness. I mean, look at me. Yep, no problem at all, and I eat what I want when I want to. I never worry about my diet. I don't have an unhealthy diet, but if I want that chocolate bar or that extra pudding, I just buy it. I just eat it because I know the next day I can burn that calorie right off or whatever. On a club run, for example, on a Saturday or a Sunday ride, I can burn 3,000 calories. So, as I say, cycling keeps you fit, and as a cyclist, you don't tend to worry about burning those extra calories. So, coming in at number 8, I've got cycling is fun. Yes, it's true, cycling is fun. Even on a commute to work, cycling can be exciting, it can be fun, it can be enjoyable. I mean, what other mode of transportation can you say that about on your way to work on a normal day? Can you say that sitting on the bus is fun? Well, you might have a good book or be listening to something good on your iPod, but it's not really as adventurous or as exciting or as interesting as being on a bicycle. I find it really enjoyable. And there's also clubs that you can join, there's events that you can go to, loads of different things, everything from critical mass to going and watching a sporting event, cycling. Cycling is loads and loads of fun, and it's great for the whole family as well. Just if you want to go down a canal path together for a picnic, what better way to do it than on a bicycle? Almost the last one, right in at number 9, is the bikes themselves. All the beautiful designs that you can get, all the wonderful frames that you can get, all the different kinds of cycling there are, mountain biking, BMXing, cyclocross, racing, track, tandem bikes, tiny little bikes for kids, trailers that you can put on your bikes, so much variety of things that you can buy to make your bikes your bike, make it individual or make it practical for your day-to-day life. That's a wonderful thing about cycling, the variety. So finally, coming in at number 10, I was thinking, what else is great about cycling? Cycling events like the Tour de France. Big sporting events like that. I think cycling as a sport is the best sport in the world. I've done lots of other different sports, I've experienced a lot of other different competitive sports, and I must say that cycling is without a doubt the hardest, but also one of the most rewarding sports you can do or participate in. The Tour de France is an incredible event. I would say that Tour de France cyclists are the best athletes in the world. They put their bodies through intense and rigorous training. They endure some of the worst hardships of any sportsman. What other sporting event can you think of that goes on for such a long time, that's so intense, that's so difficult, that's so demanding, and really is as exciting as the Tour de France? I mean, they're coming down those mountains sometimes at 60, 70 kilometers an hour, with sheer drops off the edge of the road that could kill you, in an instant. And these guys are just bombing down those mountain stages like bullets. And I think that's just incredible. It's so exciting to watch. And I think that's one of the great things about cycling. The Tour de France or the Giro d'Italia or any of the Paris-Roubaix or any of the other great big sporting cycling events that go on. So cycling, cyclists and racers are another element of what make my top 10. So that's it. Please, please, please post in the comments below what you think is great about cycling. I know I've missed some. I know you're going to be upset that I didn't think of the ones that you just thought of now. So stick them in the comments below. Let everyone else know what's great about cycling. And if you're not interested in cycling or you've never done cycling before, I implore you to go out, get yourself a bike second hand, doesn't have to be expensive, and just go out with some friends or find a club and experience cycling, or try commuting to work on a bike. You won't regret it. Now is the best time to start. We're in the summer, so it's warm. The weather's good. Go out there, start cycling, and your life will definitely benefit from it. You'll find instantly that there are many benefits to cycling. So thanks for watching. As always, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. Thank you very much.